Students are picking up the pieces after returning for winter term, realizing their belongings were gone.
High-priced electronics were stolen from 4 off-campus apartments and an Elon Greek house. David Hodges joins us live in the newsroom with the latest. David, where exactly did the robberies take place?
Melissa, there were 2 areas affected by these robberies, and it was in the Greek Courts and the Trollinger apartments. Now, while 4 apartments were broken into in New Trollinger, only the Sigma Chi house was invaded in the Greek Courts. And some of these students are coming back to slightly more empty living spaces. At the Sigma Chi fraternity house in the Greek Courts, a usually empty house during the Christmas break was occupied by some unwelcome intruders.
You can get in downstairs if you really want to, I feel like. But they just busted in everybody's door.
But while the doors have been replaced, some of the brothers are still missing some treasured possessions.
The first thing I said to myself when I got the email that our house had been broken into but nothing seems to be taken, I said, it better not have taken my guitars. And that was the only two things they took from me, and my amp.
But the break-ins did not just occur on campus. While the Sigma Chi house was locked and sealed, residents of the Trollinger apartments who were victim of robbery weren't as careful.
And then when I stepped through the door and noticed the living room was pretty much empty, there was nothing there, and I kind of realized, oh God, I've been robbed.
Marshall and his roommates left their apartment December 23rd and returned the 29th.
In those 6 days, there was a robbery where we lost about $5,000 worth of electronics. It appears they just walked right in through the front door. Don't know if it was unlocked, don't know if they had a key, not sure how they got in.
But while Caleb and Marshall came back to a nearly empty apartment, other break-ins in the Trollinger apartments had a completely different outcome.
This was the window that he came in through, and the screen was gone. And I guess the window was unlocked. And then he went inside. The only things so far that we noticed that have been stolen are 2 boxes that had change in it. So they both had probably about $10 worth of change.
There were a few other things missing.
And I had another pair of sunglasses on this little drawer. They left me 1 stick of gum, but there was like 2 or 3 left.
But the burglars didn't even touch their TV, Nintendo 64, or PlayStation 2, making it seem that the robbers were only interested in expensive and new electronics. Regardless of what they did take, Elon students who were affected by this crime spree are sure to be more careful the next time they leave campus on break.
Making absolute sure that the door's locked every time we leave.
I don't know. Just hide stuff too. Stuff that was hidden wasn't found.
Now, you heard one of the Trollinger residents mention that he and his roommates had more than $5,000 worth of electronics stolen. Other apartments that were broken into in Trollinger also reported missing flat-screen TVs. Now, what's interesting is that in the Sigma Chi house, no TVs were taken, but some of the students did report missing cash and other valuable items. Police are still investigating these incidences. Live in the newsroom, David Hodges, Phoenix 14 News Tonight.